Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today we're in the tier 9 British Heavy, the Conqueror. I've not got it fully upgraded yet. The only thing I've got to get though is the 120mm top gun, so I'm equipped with the 20 pounder Type B barrel. Tier 10 matchup on Himmelsdorf. And I say I'm equipped with it, it's not actually me playing, this is my wife in the Conqueror, and she's found that she really quite likes it. She did like the Carnarvon before it as well, and the Conqueror's the Conqueror is basically a Carnarvon with the FV215B turret on it, and the turret is quite a good turret, better than the Carnarvon's turret. The hull, like I say, it's the hull from the Carnarvon, so it's not brilliant, but you get a bigger engine, so you're faster. I think you've got a better traverse rate, and I've fitted this with a wet ammo rack because, like the Carnarvon, you get hit in the front and you are more than likely to get your ammo rack damaged. But if you can get this hull down, especially on a ridge so you can angle your turret more, it is fantastic. It really is. And this Type B barrel, it is let down on the alpha damage. It is still a medium tank gun. It's got 226mm of pen, 230 alpha damage, which is very low for a heavy tank at tier 9. But it's got a good rate of fire at 10 rounds a minute dead on. Good aiming time, good accuracy. Now, plenty of our team have gone for the hill, so I should come down here to cover the banana road. Trying to get shots on that KV4 and I think an IS-3 down there. T-71's just shown up. Yeah, it is an IS-3. Something's just snuck around the back there, not quite sure what. Now, just trying to get through that one, but not quite. But you can see the rate of fire on this 20 pounder. Now the IS-3 has got a weak spot on the top of the turret, just above its gun, and it's only 20mm thick. So just about anything it comes up against is going to be able to overmatch that 20mm. I think I went on about overmatching in one of my other videos. It's where the calibre of the gun is 3 times or more the thickness of the armour. Right, getting a few shots on those. There's a tortoise down there though, and that tortoise is pushing quite hard. Although he's kind of getting in the way a little bit. Bounced off the turret of that Tiger 2 there. KV4 pops back out, and the tortoise gets blown up in the worst possible place possibly. Going for the Commander's Cupola on the Tiger 2, but miss. This is a very accurate gun, but it can still let you down at times. In fact, I find it quite trolly. Sometimes it just will not behave. Trying to get a shot on that machine gun turret on the top of the KV4 there, but he's dodging about quite a lot and he just keeps bouncing off the side. But that's the good thing about the 20 pounder. If you miss your first shot, it's not long before you've got another one loaded and ready to go. Bounce off the IS-3 there. There's not much of a gap to shoot through, but there's enough. And it looks like those enemy tanks are trying to push round now. They are. There's a Tiger 2. Bounce off the upper glacis. But we can get another shot into him. Well, I say another shot. A shot into him before he disappears around the corner. And it looks like he's going to try and work his way round. There's the IS-3. Get one into... Oh, that actually went through the spaced armour on the side there. That was quite a lucky shot. There's an E100. Here's that Tiger 2. He's worked his way round and he manages to put a shot through the tracks, and I think that's the first bit of damage taken. I think that was the E100 just took a shot and put it into that rubble. I've got very good track repair on this. I've actually got I think full repair. I've got the track repair perk as well, and I can't remember if I've got another skill or not. Do you know, I can't actually remember now. Definitely got a full repair and the track repair perk. Alright, that Tiger 2 has made a run for our base. There's an E100 down here. There's still that IS-3 down there. Just missed there. And now that Tiger 2 is putting the pressure on by going into our base, putting through the tracks. The IS-3 just bounces off the turret. Like I say, it's a very good turret on the Conqueror. Now that Tiger 2, that was a smart play. We were the only thing holding them off on this banana road beneath the hill, and we are now down 7-10, and by going and sitting in our base, it's put the pressure on, and it's meant that we've had to move, leave that position that we were in where we could hold them off, and come back to defend base. The first one just bounces off the side of that Tiger 2 there, I think it was. Second one goes in, such a rate of fire. Gets one into our side in return, but we're already loaded. Oh, and it bounced off the upper glacis. A little nudge there. Tiger 2 bounces off our upper glacis, and the last one finishes him off. Right, it's now 9-11. Things are not looking too good. We've got somebody capping. Oh, here's the IS-3. There was the IS-3. Right, it's now 10-11. Brought one back. And she's going to carry on down towards their cap, but then somebody has come around behind. There's that KB4 again. Managed to get one into the rear of it. Not being now we've been spotted. She's got to turn around and deal with whatever was coming into the base from behind. There's a parting shot towards the KB4 but misses. Oh, and it's the E100 and nearly full health. Back up, back up. That one went somewhere, not entirely sure where. Just damages the tracks, not enough to knock them off, and it looks like the E100 was trying to set himself up side scraping there, and the artillery puts a nice one into the side of the E100. Bounces off that spaced armour on the side. Going for the lower plate, bounces off the lower plate. Swaps to APCR. This is going to be a tricky fight. Although, the E100 seems to be just giving us his side. Now he's got a 152mm gun, I think. I'm not entirely sure which gun he's got on it, but he could have a 152mm gun, which will just about overmatch the side of our tank, so it doesn't matter what angle we present, although looking, it looks like you might not have it. Trying to find a place to penetrate. The front of the turret is quite flat. We're getting through the lower plate, manages to get one through there, but at 230 damage, this is going to take a lot of hits. Put one into the side, did nothing, bounced off again, goes around, tries to put another one in, but it just bounces again. Puts one in, and it manages to hit, and the E100 bounced, I think it was, again. I really must learn which gun is which on the E100. But I think that's the 128mm. Puts one into the back of him, and I think he must be new in the E100, because giving his back to a Conqueror, even with the 20-pounder, is a very silly thing to do. That's the E100 dealt with, and it's now 2-on-2. Was in the Carnarvon, and a friend in artillery. And I think, yeah, somebody comes on the microphone and says what we were thinking, and that is stay together. Now, there's a couple of options. We could either wait here in ambush and wait for the enemy tanks to come to us, hopefully to our cap, or we could go hunting through the streets for them, or go for the enemy cap and make them come to us that way. Which backs up into this street. The artillery turns around and covers the opposite direction, and we sit and wait. And I think I forgot to say at the beginning of this match, it does come down to the wire, and RNGesus steps in, but on whose side? This is tense, isn't it? Now we're waiting. Now there's a KV4 that's left, and I'm not entirely sure what the medium is. A T62A. Dangerous medium tank. Now it's just a case of waiting, and whoever sees who first and what health they're on. There's a T62A. Spotted, but not quite enough time to get a shot in. Now is he going to come around that corner? Yes he is. Ooh, into his tracks. Knocks him off. He bounces off our hull. Managed to get him through his upper plate. And again it's going to take a lot of hits at 230. Another one into his side, shaving off another little bit of health. It's like the death of 1,000 cuts. Ooh, that one just got ate by the tracks. But luckily he seems to just be bouncing off our hull. But it is angled quite well, and the side of the tank's quite well hidden. And he's using the wreck of that E100 to try and stay out of the way. Although that one knocked his tracks off, so he's not going anywhere, because I think he's burnt his repair kit. One more hit should do it. And he's trying to side scrape, but not enough. And now it's 2 on 1. Now where is the KV4 going to be coming from? And I think we both had a feeling here that he was going to be coming the opposite way. And in fact, she's thinking about starting to turn the tank, and I think does start to turn it to go the other way to check. And there he is, there's the KV4, and he's finished off the artillery. Oh, but he's a one-hit kill. Come on, one hit could do it. Come on. Just one. He's using the wreck of the artillery, and oh, the tracks ate it, and he hit, and he damaged the ammo rack. We've got to try and reload in time. Reloaded. Oh, never. He had a quick reload on that. And I think that was the best game that she never won. There's a ×3 on the XP, but there's a first class mastery, a defender, 4,783 damage in a vehicle that does 230 per shot, and over 4,200 blocked. Now that was a good game. Top of the leaderboard, way top for damage. And RNGesus just stepped in there and said, nope, you're going to blow his tracks off instead. Now that was tense. Now the next matchup is in my new tank. It's the M56 Scorpion, which is on the store at the minute. It's a premium tier 7 American tank destroyer, and it has absolutely no armour whatsoever. I mean, I'm serious. Like Ford Escorts, Ford Fiestas, for those of you who are a bit younger than that, Ford Focus has more armour than this. He has 1mm of armour, and I don't know why I just used Fords. It was the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, 1mm of armour all round. Now, it's not all bad news. Because you've only got 1mm of armour, you get a very, very nice 90mm gun. 219 penetration, standard 240 damage. 7.69 rounds a minute, and that's before a gun rammer. 2-second aim time, 0.33 accuracy, which is quite good. 200 horsepower engine, which on a tank that only weighs 7 tons means you're very nippy. You are capped at 45 kilometers an hour though. Your turret traverse is only 12 degrees, but you have got a 40 degree track traverse. But it's all about the gun really, and the gun depression. It means that you can work ridge lines in this like an absolute beast. You can just basically, when you work in a ridge line in this, if you do it right, all you expose are your gun and your gun shield, and your gun shield has a big hole that covers nearly half of it, as you can see there just to the left. So it is very good for working ridge lines, and it is quite small, and it is very stealthy. And at the minute I'm sharing my American tank destroyer crew with it. What's the point in having a separate crew for this when you can just put it in it for free and put it back for nothing? So, excuse me, I've got my T-28 prototype crew in it. I've got 6th sense, full camouflage. What else? Oh, I'm teaching them repairs, but that's a bit less for this and more for the T-28 prototype. Although thinking about it, you do get your gun damaged, because I mean it is just about all you expose when when you're shooting with this thing if you do it properly. So I suppose repairs could come in handy for this. I've got binocular telescope, tank gun rammer, and a camouflage net. So I'll put a couple of shots at that CDC over there, but it's gone out of my view, although a tiger's just popped up. So I'm going to turn it around and see if I can get a couple of shots at that tiger from the same position. And I can. And my camo net comes up just in time for me to aim. It probably won't see me from that distance, but no point in taking any chances. Like I say, it is a very stealthy machine. And it's got very good penetration on that 90mm. Yeah, 90mm. Oh, and this is a tier 8 match. I don't know if I forgot to say that at the beginning. And it's a team destruction, as you can see by there's no capture points. So that tiger's just sitting in the open, letting us shoot at him, and somebody must have got a hit into him just before mine hit there. I really thought I was going to get the kill on that. So we're in the lead 7-5, an AMX 5100, and looks like he's up on the hill there, but I can't quite see him. Nope, time to relocate. And that's what this is good for. It's good for relocating quickly to follow the flow of the battle. It's brilliant as a, for providing support to the frontline tanks. And also when things start to go slightly wrong, it's very good at falling back as well. I mean 45, there are tanks that are faster than it, but it's fast enough and it gets to its top speed very quickly. Now, the last of our defence has just gone on that corner. So I've come back to sit up here with the trees in between me and them to get some shots in, but they've disappeared. But we've got some heavy tanks going around to try and spot for, well, not just to spot for me, but to engage as well. Although we're feeling from the direction they were heading, they were, I don't know, they could possibly be going back to sit up on the hill and use that vantage point. Because surely that IS should have run into something by now. And there's nothing down there. And again, you don't realise how quickly you rack up the damage in this. I mean, the rate of fire is on par, maybe even slightly better than the SU-122-44, and that thing has got a really good rate of fire for a tank destroyer. It's tier 7 as well. However, the SU-122-44 gets a lot less armour penetration at 175, but does a lot more damage at 390. But if you can't penetrate, you can't do the damage, and this seems to do a lot better in higher tier matches than the SU-122-44, because this can punch through the front of most of the things it will come up against, whereas the SU-122-44 will have to aim for weak spots or get around the flanks for some of the tier 9s and tier 9 heavies, that sort of thing. Some of the tier 9 mediums in fact as well. They've got particularly good armour if used properly, or if you get them hull down. Move down further onto this corner to try and support our heavies that have gone round there. Can't quite get a shot at that medium. It's the T150, but now he's coming to my view and I finish him off. It's 3001p. I've been spotted by something, probably that heavy, so I'll let my 6th sense go off and it's time for me to get the hell out of here. Oh, been spotted again, and I'm expecting a shell in the back any second now. There we go, that was close. Like I say, it's a small target though, so you're hard to hit, which is fortunate, because if you do get hit you're going to get penetrated. Everything, there is not a gun in the game that doesn't overmatch this armour, and high explosive is your mortal enemy, along with artillery. In fact, recently I've actually started carrying more high explosive ammunition in my T29 because of tanks like the Scorpion, the CDC and things like that. Right, anyway, I've dropped back. I've now got eyes on those heavies coming round, so I take a shot at the M445. I get spotted, so I drop back below the ridge, but I still manage to be hit. And another one hits the gun shield as well, not quite as far back as I thought. So I'm going to pull it back a little bit more. And again, let my sixth sense go off, turn around, move backwards, find another position to shoot from. In fact, I'm just going to let our guys know where those heavies are coming from in case they've not been paying attention to the map. So I'm going to drop back somewhere else to another firing position where I've hopefully got a bit more concealment and a bit more hard cover. Yep, this rock and this bush will do just nicely. And there's the Churchill 7. Can't quite get a shot at him. Can I get one as he comes through there? No, there's something else in the way now. Oh, there's a Black Prince up there. That'll get a nice flanking shot at him. And this is where I'm going to put myself into a bit more concealment. I didn't realise that I've got up there that quickly. Now the gun traverse, you have got quite a good movement arc on the front, but with it being so slow, sometimes it can be difficult tracking your faster opponents. Right, there's that Black Prince. See him now, my binoculars have come up. There's a friendly tank destroyer putting shots in at him. And he hit him then. Oh, there's that AMX M445. Managed to get a nice shot into his flank. And our friendly tank destroyer finishes him off. Right, so we've got a Churchill 7 and a Black Prince. And we've got the rest of the team working their way back through the swamp and around that bottom corner over on the east there. There's a Black Prince. I've got his flank again. Managed to just get one through. And he's exchanging shots with that friendly tank destroyer up on my left. I don't think he's going to give me another shot at him though. Well, can't blame him, he's doing it right. Oh, that's it, he's been finished off. He was making it so that only one enemy tank could shoot back at him at any one time. But now there's just that Churchill 7 left. Everybody's moving in, and I'm pretty confident that I can get a shot at him by popping round and retreat by either taking one hit, which I can do from a Churchill 7. I could probably take 3 possibly if I'm lucky. I was hoping he was going to be on a little bit less health than that. Let's see if we can get one into him. Yeah, his proximity detected me. I can get the front of his tracks, but I don't know if that bounced or just blew his tracks off. Now I'm not sure if that'll actually count. No, it doesn't seem to. It just seems to be track. So edge forwards a bit, try and get part of his hull and manage to get one into him, and then somebody finishes him off. And there we go. I've put this one on today basically because it's the new Scorpion, and it's a nice little tank destroyer actually. It really is. Now I've got 250 XP for that op, but the rest of it, they're just over 3000 XP. That was all standard. Well, standard, like I say, premium account, premium vehicle. But yeah, nearly 100,000 profit that was, I think. Yep, profit shows you on there on the console. But yeah, it's a nice little tank destroyer, so hopefully it might allow you to make your mind up over whether you'd actually like to get one yourself, because not overly expensive either. I think about 20 quid it works out at. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel, and leave any comments if you want to. And as always, take care out there, and I will catch you next time. See you later.